Art Porter will be her evaluator. Would you please share her objectives with us?
Yeah, the objectives for the icebreaker are to begin speaking before an audience, discover speaking skills she already has, and skills that might need some attention.
Okay, Janie Anderson, we are family.
I'm not in the singing business, but today I am. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Ready to start? We are family. I got all my siblings and me. Good morning. My name is Janie Anderson, and I'm the youngest of 7 children. My mom had 9 pregnancies in 10 years, but actually had 2 miscarriages, unfortunately. But then there were still 7 of us. Every time my mom went to the doctor would say, "Margot, don't let Don take his boots off when he comes back from the Marines." And she would chuckle and tell the doctor, "He doesn't." She loved that story. I'm 54 years old. I was born in Hawaii. I lived in Virginia for a couple of years, and then later spent most of my younger years in New York. I moved to Colorado in 1985. Growing up, we all had chores. Me being the youngest, it seemed like I was always a dishwasher. Another chore my siblings gave me is on Sunday, we used to have to go to church. My mom worked nights, so she slept. We'd go to church, we'd make it to the church parking lot, and then I would have to go in and get 7 church bulletins, and we'd go gallivanting. That was our proof that we actually went to church. Being the youngest is awesome. We all grew up in a small house, only 3 bedrooms and 1 rec room. We had 1 shower, so as you can imagine, the bathroom was always a busy place. Growing up in my neighborhood, we had lots of kids. We played kick the can. I mean, every family had 5, 6, 7 kids, but that was great because everybody had someone to play with. We played kick the cans on Friday nights, but at 8 o'clock we'd run home because the Brady Bunch was on, and then the Partridge Family. My siblings and I, we were all athletes. We played sports in high school and college. When I went to Elmira College, I became only the 2nd female in the history of the college to score 1,000 points in 4 years of basketball. My parents were athletes too, and they also went to college. My dad had a cross-country scholarship to Fordham University. My mom, she went to St. Vincent's Nursing School and became a nurse. My dad joined the Marines and then later worked at IBM, but he died at the age of 48 when I was 16. My mom, she carried on being the best nurse on this planet while raising 7 kids on her own. As far as my siblings and I, we all went to college and graduated too. Of course we did. We didn't really have a choice, but that's a good thing. Our careers included being nurses, teachers, engineers, and me, I became a cop. I moved out here in 1985 and got a job at Junior Academy. I'd been out here visiting my sister on spring break of my senior year. Graduated college, moved back out here, and got a job at the Junior Academy, like I said, to become a head counselor. I made a whopping $3.75 an hour with my college degree. That's okay, I met my partner Maggie there at the same time. She was making $3.85 an hour because she drove the bus. My mom was pissed because I left New York and I was making $9 an hour in New York teaching swimming. Once Maggie and I settled in and got jobs that we were financially stable, we decided to have kids. We didn't know if the adoption would ever go through in Colorado, so we tried insemination. And as luck would have it, we found out 1 week that we'd be adopting our baby boy at birth, and then 8 months later my partner would give birth to Gabby. We believe that it takes a village to raise a family. We had many friends and family that helped us raise our children because we worked full time, we were on call for investigations and had crazy cop hours. It's true. I took the same approach as my parents did in raising my kids. Be involved with your kids. I can count on less than 10 fingers the number of events or activities that I missed from both kids, from kindergarten all the way through high school, and found time to make it to their college events when they were out of state. Sleep is just overrated. My kids are now 22 and they both graduated college. My son's in the police academy up in Arvada, Colorado, while my daughter works in Watts, California, teaching inner city school kids. I'm really proud of them. My partner, she's a campus safety director after retiring from the police department as well. As far as my interests go, I'm a concert and sports snob. I love good seats. But I work extra duty even at the library with the transients to pay for my good seats. My favorite teams are the New York Yankees and the Chicago Blackhawks. My football team stinks. The New York Jets, anyone hear of them? They're terrible. That's my team. I also love to exercise. I used to do the incline regularly until I jacked up my knee and had knee surgery this summer. My poor black lab, Dr. Dre, he misses the trails too, and we both gained weight since my surgery, but we're gonna lose it again. As far as my ambitions, I always wanted to be a police officer. I used to watch 1 Adam 12 all the time, and I had a crush on the cop named Jim. I don't know if anyone remembers that show. I remember going to the bank, I think it was like in first grade, on a field trip, and I was fascinated by the surveillance and security system and how they were gonna catch bank robbers. I thought that was cool. When I was in the Girl Scouts, we went to Washington, D.C. I loved the FBI Academy. I could have cared less about the Capitol and the White House and those other important buildings. Didn't matter. I loved the FBI Academy. I've been a cop for 29 years here in Colorado Springs, and I've been a lieutenant as the last 10 years, and I've run the police academy currently. But I can retire next year. I don't know if I will or not. I might drop and stay another 5 years. I haven't decided yet. But I've got some plans in place, and always looking for suggestions. I've got my pedal cab license, which I did last year until I hurt my knee. I can drive an Uber. I can open a dirty water hot dog stand outside of Sports Venue. I love that. Or I might even work at a funeral home so I can help families in their time of need. My siblings and I are still very close. We group text every single day. My kids text me too, but I'm not at the capacity where I can Snapchat with Maggie and the kids. I can't get into that stuff. Someday I will. In closing, will I retire next year? I'm not sure. But what I do know is one thing, that I will still have the family that I was born into and the family that I made. Thank you.